What's up, y'all? Welcome to the EJ2 Track Rat YouTube channel. We are not in the rat's nest today. We are outside. We outside, y'all. Yeah. We're in Columbus, New Jersey again, getting a surprise. So this is the nicest thing this truck has probably ever towed, but it's an enclosed trailer, and there's a car inside of it. And it looks like I'm going to be driving said car. It is an S54 swap to BMW E36, and right now we got the truck in 4-low. We're on this sketchy damp hill, and we're trying to back up slowly without knocking this fancy trailer over. So yeah, only adventures here on the EJ2 Track Rat YouTube channel. That's gonna need to be raised a little bit. Look at this though. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Bam. That's fancy. Yeah, boy. What you know about that electric life? Nothing, y'all. La, 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. Oh, I bought a trailer and it was electric, except I never really actually bought it. Oh, I used the electric thing to jack it up, and now I feel like I'm cracking up. We're all hooked up. I was wrong. I'm not going to be driving this car. But there you go. Happy little car. All right, y'all. Yeah, let's get going.
Make a few videos. This is private property. You can't record me.
Scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
Cool, Gerald.
One day later.
Good morning, good morning. I didn't really get to film last night, but slept in the RV, drove the trusty Chevy, pulled like a champ, my friends. It's the greatest tow vehicle of all time. You don't even know. But yeah, it's like 6:40 in the morning. We gotta prep fuel jugs. Radio's gotta come out. I need a coffee. And so, yeah, let's keep you guys updated on what's going on. So these are 3 of the cars. I think there's a 4th one. This is the one I'm supposed to be driving right here. But that might not come to fruition. So the most important thing right now is this. I don't really care about anything else. It is a Keurig, but listen, when you want coffee, you're gonna make coffee, right? Isn't that what the great sages of the past have said? Filling gas tanks, filling gas tanks, filling gas tanks, filling gas tanks. We got the hunks and vakers, and this guy filling gas tanks, filling gas tanks. All right, y'all, so we were just working on this car. We had to do a nut and bolt check. We torqued all of the wheels on all the cars to 100, set all the tire pressures, and yeah, everything is good. This car had a loose shock eyelet bolt that connected to the knuckle, so we found that, tightened it. Some of the stuff was paint marked, some of it wasn't, but we're making do. We just got the Spec 3 here, so that's the 4th car, and filled it with gas, got the tires torqued, and filled the tires up with pressure. And the next thing we got to do is figure out I think it's a fuel leak, and I think it's from the PCV system. It's on this mellow yellow car. So we got Pete over here.
Hi.
Hello. And he's jacking it up.
Always,
Jacking
dude.
it. Jacking it.
Link to it. Please read that. You know, dude. I think it's fairly easy. Explains everything. So you shouldn't have to ask any questions. Should we have a black flag on? Explains everything. How we do everything. What you can do.
So after finding some cute dogs and doing the drivers meeting, they had a season-long award ceremony basically for a bunch of people who had like I don't know, I think it was like over 5,000 laps. It's endurance racing, so you're going to get a lot of laps. But we had a lot of our team members on the podium. It's pretty cool. So I did this half-ass video.
Corey,
Yeah.
say hello.
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 Oh, you're videoing.
Yeah, it is. I must say, breakfast cooked for you at the track is much better than Wawa sandwiches from Millville, New Jersey. No hate on Wawa, but you know, you know. All right, y'all, so I am the second driver in the number 20 car, which is the mellow yellow car that I told you guys I would be driving, but wasn't quite sure. And I'm getting dressed right now. Someone's coming in. Who is that?
Just checking out.
It's Gerald.
Checking out the scene. Hey, I'm Rob, by the way.
Dylan.
Dylan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So a little update, everything went well so far. I took a lap out in the number 20 car, the mellow yellow E36, and Pete and I were running about 128s in that car. John Ryan Luce got in that car and ran like a 127 something, so kicked our ass. It is just practice, but it is, you know, there's always like a little bit of competition, right? I took this out too. So far, I'm the fastest for that car, but again, it's practice. But that car is sweet. That car is awesome. It's got a ton of body roll, but it's actually really well balanced. But yeah, I will be driving that E36 in the race tomorrow, I believe. I have to work on my shifting. So, you know, the gearbox is really sensitive, and you have to be very gentle and deliberate with rev matching and also shifting. If I drive the way I was driving in practice for 14 hours, I don't know if the transmission would last that long. So yeah, we had a moment going into the Octopus as a result, trying to figure out the gearbox. Nothing bad, just got a little sideways or whatever and went offline. But yeah, I think we're on the right track. I'm gonna trying to get this. Are you filming me right now?
Yeah, you should probably not eat so much.
Digging around in my crotch.
Typical.
I hate you.
Tell us what's going on, Dylan.
Hello, I'm driving a car. I was chosen. One
Tell us-
time, I drove a car, and I went really fast. What's the fastest you've ever gone, Pete?
Like 17.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
7.
7, all right.
Yeah, no units.
Yeah, you'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, we don't do units here.
Yeah.
So had to take care of some business, but we're back. Yeah, had made some changes to that John, and right now we're kind of undecided whether or not we are going to race that John. I say yes because that John is awesome, but supposedly it won't be competitive. Who knows? But yeah, we're having a good time. Got to drive 3 times so far, and man, I'm having a great time. I'm not used to adapting, to new cars so quickly. I'm doing it. It's not a problem. I just say that because it's something that I'm doing for the first time. Rumors are that the blue E46 behind the guy standing over there with Arrow might be a car that I also drive. So. All right, y'all. I just got done my first night session. That was a ton of fun, man. I got all this nasty stuff on my head because I had the head sock all pushed up. But yeah, man, wow. So we finished the race, the qualifying race in this car. That was a good time. And then we did the night practice session in that John, and that John is like real hooked up. It's nice. That's an S52 car. That's an S54 car. But yeah, I love driving this thing. It feels like a really well set up race car. All right, so what we're doing now is we found some oil leaking on the side of the motor, and we think that it's a pressure temperature sensor junction block down there. It's probably better to figure it out now than later. Wow, language.
Listen, I'm trying to demonetize you. Are you gonna bleep me out?
Maybe.
If I start like cursing like crazy, you're gonna bleep me out now?
Maybe.
I won't do it.
They actually put a brand new transmission in this car. There was either a input shaft seal leak on the transmission or a rear main seal leak on the engine that was getting onto the clutch. So they replaced the clutch as well. And man, the car is great, dude. It's like razor sharp, and just an S52, like I said before. But man, and the headlights work so good too. So like if you're out there at night, like you can just rip through corners, and you see where everything is. Whereas this car is a little bit trickier to see with. So we have tracks giving in a little bit. We're gonna go grab some dinner. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna nut and bolt the car. I'm in my work clothes, so I can actually help. We eatin'.
Here we are with Mr. Clean.
I wish he had a slogan. Yeah, I'm using my new magic eraser. I'm not quite as buff as Mr. Clean. I used to be.
Your buffer accounts, but don't worry. So we found a loose oil pressure sensor. This guy right here. See this? Let me zoom in real quick. I don't know if you can tell, but this is an oil pressure sensor. For those uneducated, it senses the oil pressure.
For what you lack in smell and how this smells, we will compensate with for visual effects by bringing you as close as possible to the oil sensor.
Oh, you mean like the viewer lacking? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant I lack smells. I'm pretty sure I stink.
I hate your nose. Get out of here.
I'm pretty sure I smell horrible. So anyway, this sensor here specifically is a 5-pin Bosch. It's a it's pressure and temperature.
What's the part number?
3.
7?
Yeah, just 3. And we had an adapter here. That little black adapter right there. You see that? Your camera loses focus. Anyway, it was loose, and when it's loose, oil comes out, and then you never rushed your car, as they say. So now we're undoing that. So
you never even had your car.
Thank you, Brian.
Dude, you never had me. You never even had your Bosch oil sensor.
Are you saying that now you're going to get a ride in a Carrera GT and...
Monica!
Oh my god.
What? One day later, the day of the race. The race that decides the winner.
Giving warning that there might be a yellow coming, those are good things. Otherwise, it's not fun. If we split
Good morning. I slept like a baby, which is like very uncharacteristic of me at the track. So I feel really good. I woke up right before our internal team drivers meeting, as usual. So we're making some coffee, and I got to figure out what I got to do. I filled up one of the cars last night, and filled up a gas can, and yeah. So we got to figure out like what needs to get brought to pit lane. I'm not starting, but we are tight on staff for people that are going to help with like pit crew activities, right? So tight on staff. We're gonna have to figure that out, be super regimented on what everybody's doing, and I'm gonna do my best to try and help keep people in line. My shirt is on backwards. Well, we got all the cars on our team in the grid. It was actually like a tight race against time for the green, red, black, yellow BMW E36, the number 20 car. Mainly because we found a new set of tires that we wanted to put on it that would go a lot faster. And they weren't on the car. So we had to go run to get them from someone else's garage, and then put them on the car, set the tire pressures, torque everything. Pete had to get dressed, so.
Get a picture of that doofus.
Yeah, first stint went well. Second stint was it was like kind of iffy, and the car is retired. So I'm happy. I got to drive. Maybe I'll get to drive another car as the night goes on. Alex, the team owner, was like, you might be driving 5 hours. Are you okay with that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's hard. And I was like, no, that would be great. And the double stint was freaking awesome. I had so much fun. So I think I just need to kind of like adapt my mindset a little bit for endurance racing. So like, for example, if the wheel bearing is going bad, keep that side of the car off curbs. be a little bit more conservative when I'm trying to get through traffic, because I was a little bit too aggressive and had some offs as a result, trying to get through traffic. But overall, I made some good moves, kept the car in one piece, and did my best to listen to my teammates to try and learn, right? Because I am not an endurance racer, so. Cam, are you cold? Cam, are you cold?
Huh?
Are you cold?
A little bit.
Yeah, I could tell. Justin, are you proud of your son?
So I was actually able to get one stint in the 293 car, which was the S52 E36 with Aero, and it ended up being a night stint, so that was a lot of fun.
All right. So we got 3 more hours left, I believe. The race is supposed to end at 11 p.m. and it's 8 p.m. now. And my stint went well. We were down a bunch of laps because our car broke, the second car, the 293 Class 3 car. But
I yelled at Dylan.
Pete was able to get some spots back, and then I was able to get 3 spots back, so that got us into P3. That's Pete's butt. And then John is in the car now. He got the car up into P2, so we're a couple laps down from P1. So I don't think we're going to get P1 in that class, but yeah. And then I would like to finish the race in one of the other cars, the Miata. So we'll see how that goes. They said if I make any mistakes, they will blame me for it and yell at me. And I said, all right, sounds good. Gearbox? Let me know what happened. What happened?
I can't believe it ended like that.
What happened?
Well, we were first and second, and then first and second, and then first and second, and then I went to fourth, and it just free rev.
No! No!
I'm going front, I'm cruising down the straight, I'm searching for gears, not a single gear.
Oh my god.
I was up on a tower watching you guys.
What an end, dude. That sucks. Was it a good battle though?
Oh my god.
Yeah?
They were 0.4 seconds
We
off
were
of each
nose
other.
to tail for
Nose
half
to
an
tail
hour,
for half an
and
hour.
there was still 20 minutes to go.
Holy wow.
No, it was literally like the greatest race ever.
Not just nose to tail, we were swapping positions.
Yeah, swapping position. He was passing him at 1. You passed him in 4 once.
I passed him at 4 once.
Dude.
I shoved the nose just to see if he backed out. I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Damn, dude.
So you
I'm
went to
sorry,
fourth
that
and
sucks.
fourth flow.
Yeah! 4 cylinders of fury. 4 cylinders of fury.
Eater rocks, baby.
So all the cars are coming back into the garage now. The results are, I think provisionally at least, or whatever. They don't hey, keep it down over there. They don't do like impound and scales here. So like this car, P2 in Class 3. That John over there,
P1, Class 2. And then that John came in with a broken clutch early, but still managed a P2 because they had a good gap to P3. But they had a really good battle. I think they said for the last 30 minutes of the race, it was nose to tail, 4/10 of a second separating them or something like that. But yeah, the team did really well overall. So pretty dope to see. Pretty dope to see.
You caught up in the fucking code 30, fucking, for me it was the code 25.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I was like, come on, go!
All right, y'all, it was a really good day. We are heading over to the podiums now, and I'm repping my NASA Northeast gear, the homies that got me into the track life. But yeah, we're gonna head over to the podium, and I drove one of the cars that podium, so.
Please?
Please?
God, there's a bald person behind you.
I'm bald.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm bald. We're taking the trusty Chevy back to sunny Burlington County, and some takeaways from this weekend. So I didn't really drive the cars to 10/10ths because one, they're not mine, and two, I didn't want to be on the hook for if I wrecked somebody else's car and have to fix it. So with that being said, I will be a little bit off pace, right? My teammates were faster than me, and they're great drivers, right? However, it did unlock some faults in my driving, I think. Just the way my brain works, sometimes I have trouble keeping focus. So we're gonna have to continue doing some practice in the simulator, deliberate practice, you know, using active reset and having a routine with the league that I run, and that's the one thing. And then the other thing is, if I get more seat time like this in an endurance car, it's going to be good for me, because while I can drive a rear-wheel drive car to its limit, driving it 10/10ths or 9/10ths repeatedly is a challenge for me. It just shows in the lap times, right? Like I was, I think, 5/10ths, 6/10ths or so off of the fastest lap time in our GTS 2-ish car. It was like a, you know, E36 with a wing on it, but my averages were way off, right? So we got to work on the consistency, and I think some of that is health related, right? So I got to continue on the diet that I'm on. And then I think lastly, finishing the Civic and having my own race car again will help a lot, because when you have seat time, you stay fresh, right? You can try to stay fresh in the sim, you can try to stay fresh in rental kart leagues, but nothing compares to actual seat time, right? Overall, yeah, I would rate my performance probably B-, maybe a B. But I know that I have more in me. I know that I've driven way better in the past, and I also know that I'm not like a Verstappen or a Schumacher, right? I'm not like one of those kids who's an alien who just kind of gets in anything and is fast, right? I'm kind of more of a Denny Hamlin, right, so to speak. I have to work for it, right? So we're gonna work for it. That's what we do. That's what I always do. That's what EJ2 Track Rad is about. It's about working to get better. So we're leaving NJMP, y'all. It was a pleasure. Thank you for joining me. And peace.